The Oklahoma Sooners not only have a big weekend ahead of them with West Virginia coming into town, because that's a bigger game than we thought it would be at the beginning of the season, because West Virginia, they thought they'd be firing their head coach this season. They've turned it around. They're 6-3, but Oklahoma's got a big list of visitors headlined by some 5 stars, high 4-star kids, 2025 kids, 2026 kids. This is going to be one weekend where, hey, it could be an impact in Oklahoma's recruiting going forward for a while. But guys, before we dive into it, before we talk about this weekend visitor list, I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what y'all's thoughts are. So if you haven't already, make sure you're jumping down in the comments below, hitting that like, hitting that subscribe button. And listen, who do you think Oklahoma lands out of this visitor list, right? A lot of these guys, they're going to be OU commits already, but there's going to be a couple that aren't. And I think we got to start with the 5-star news, right? Because so many people want to know, hey, who are the headliners? Well, we expect 5-star cornerback Kobe Black to be on campus. This one's been talked about for a while. I don't feel like we need to beat the head on the drum here too much. So just keep your eyes out for that one. We guys keep you updated. Additionally, I was talking to a source, and man, I can't believe we're bringing this back up, about Williams Winery. And I'm like, so what's the deal here? Where does Oklahoma sit? Basically, I was told there's a chance. There's a chance. And if everything plays out well, we might be able to get him to come up here, whether it's this game or against TCU. That's what was said to me. So take that for what it's worth. So Williams Winery, listen, y'all know I sit right above the recruits. So if this kid shows up and he starts to post about it, well, hey, we'll definitely make sure to keep you guys in the loop. But additionally, Oklahoma's got a 4-star offensive lineman in Grant Brix coming on campus this weekend. And this is the weekend where Oklahoma fans are circling it saying, all right, let's end the Brix recruitment now. Because although this one hasn't been dramatic, it's really drawn out longer than most OU fans thought this one would go. So 4-star offensive lineman Grant Brix took that visit to Nebraska. Here at Oklahoma now. The question is he going to pick the Sooners over the Huskers? Now, Oklahoma's additionally getting the 4-star safety Mykel Boganowski on campus. You're getting the 3-star wide receiver Dozie. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this again. Is it Ezukanma? Dozie Ezukanma? They're getting him on campus. That's an OU commit. Running back Xavier Robinson, 3-star safety Mykel Patterson, McDonald, 3-star athlete Andy Bass, but I think he attends every single game, so it's like, hey, you kind of just put him as a staple on there. Josh Aisosa said he hasn't made up his mind. He's a maybe, so just keep that one in mind. Josh Aisosa might or might not be there. It would help because, hey, if you can get an offensive line commit there to kind of help recruit Grant Brix, hey, that'd be helpful. And then additionally for the 2025 class. So this is the one that's really going off. You're expecting another commitment tonight from Alexander Shield Knight. Obviously, I think we all expect Kevin Sperry to be there because he's been there, I think, for every single game this season. So why would he not show up for this one? Same thing for Michael Hawkins. So I have not confirmed with Michael Hawkins whether or not he's going to be on campus, but I feel like he's been there all the time. So again, if you follow the trend, I would imagine Michael Hawkins will be on campus as well, trying to recruit Grant Brix to be a part of this class, because that's an integral part or a piece that Michael Hawkins will need if he wants to play quarterback at Oklahoma. Grant Brix will be it. Additionally, 4-star athlete Marcus James will be on campus. So Trinae Washington told me he won't be on campus. So I'm curious to see if Tristan Haynes will be on campus. Tristan Haynes is also a Carl Albert High School athlete with Kevin Sperry, Marcus James, and Xavier Robinson. So although Trinae's not going to be there, I would expect Tristan Haynes will be there. Additionally, 2 wide receivers that I don't really have a relationship, don't talk to, that we've seen at Oklahoma multiple times this year during the home games. Jaden Nickens, Elijah Thomas, right? Again, if you follow the trends, you would expect that they're going to be in attendance trying to recruit for Oklahoma. They've been there multiple times this season. So although we haven't confirmed them on the weekend visitor list, you would expect they're probably going to be there. You're going to have 2025 defensive lineman Frankie Long, 2025 offensive lineman Grayson Groover. You're also going to have 2025 or 2026 safety Jordan Davis, 2026 running back Rylan Morris, 2026 running back Caden Jones. I reached out to Hatton Jr., waiting to see if he's going to be on campus, waiting to see if Mykel Fasusi is able to make it on campus. There's been a couple times where he's tried to make it up this season. He's not going to be able to. So waiting to find out from him. Kobe Sellers won't be on campus this week. It was kind of unfortunate that he wouldn't be there, but we did ask him. There's a couple guys that are going to be on campus for the TCU game. Gus Cordavo. You have, I think Christian Thatcher said he's going to try to make it out for the TCU game. Additionally, you'd expect that some of the guys that weren't able to make it up there, Garrison Utley will be at the game, but he's not going to be with the recruits. But he will be there as a recruit visitor for the TCU game as well. So Kamori Moore won't be able to make it up. But again, listen, Williams Waneri, he's on watch to see if this guy actually ends up on campus. So take that for what it's worth. Additionally, I've seen some people throw it around. Terry Bussey, Texas A&M commit, 5-star athlete. Oklahoma's been chasing him specifically for the wide receiver position, but really he could play on the defensive side of the ball as well. So when it comes to Terry Bussey, this is just one of those things of if Oklahoma gets him on campus, you're likely in the driver's seat to flip him. But I don't see it happening just yet. I feel like A&M's going to have to collapse a little bit for Bussey to show up. So I know some of you guys are optimistic for Bussey showing up. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't put my cards on it. But hey, you know what? I might be eating those words. So here's the deal. We're going to have numerous visitors added to this list. So here's what you can do. You can go to the community tab, and we're going to be posting the list there. We're going to be adding visitors to the list. Also, we'll add them here in the description. And then, of course, during the recap, when I'm able to verify everybody that was there, we'll recap all the visitors that were there this weekend as well. Just wanted to get you guys an early visitor list from what I was able to compile last night and Thursday, or last night and Wednesday, and kind of get your guys' thoughts on there, because I think this is a big recruiting weekend for Oklahoma, because you got prospects like Grant Brix and Kobe Black that you could try to lock down. And the big thing about Kobe Black is, and we've mentioned this before, if you're Oklahoma, you weren't in his top 5. So now that you're all of a sudden back in this thing after the Texas game, really shows how Jay Valai has done with these corners. Although the secondary has played kind of soft zone coverage, which is what we said is, I think, hurt Oklahoma in some of these games this season. I think Kobe Black really likes the development, really likes this relationship with Venables and Jay Valai. So it's going to be interesting to see where this one goes, if it's going to be an early signing day announcement. But Kobe Black is one where I think some people have just said, hey, maybe it's just smoke. I'm going to say, guys, I think it's a little bit more than smoke. Where there's a smoke, there's a fire. And I think Kobe Black is a little bit more of, I would say, leaning on the fire side than the smoke side. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button, jump down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. And let me know who you guys think Oklahoma ends up closing the deal on this weekend.